The old ones. It has a radius in the bottom to keep it round because it was so thick and so heavy, we were lightening them up. But this dome right here had to turn. This had to turn, and I didn't know it, but Kip knew it. Kip knew that my point contact was going to be off the chain. It's going to be off the chain. So I got a cam here. This is one of the cams he made me. And if you'll look, you can see the wear, where it made a stripe down the center of the lobe. So the point contact on this was the most brutal thing we had ever seen. You're talking about learning what your oil's good for? Back in the day, man, we thought about rod bearings and we thought about pistons and wrist pins. But I'm telling you what, man, this right here, this will test your oil. Let me try and get it to the right angle for the camera. So this spun in the head. It's fast. And this cam has a lot of lift, but look at the profile. This is only, let me tell you what this is. This is only 265 degrees duration at 50. But look at the profile. Because it's a radius tappet. There was no such thing as a roller cam for Kawasaki's or Suzuki's. And this is so old, y'all. This is before we had bearings on the end. We had a bearing here, and this lobe was just trying to break off all the time. We had bearings here, and this lobe was trying to break off all the time. It's unsupported over here. So the buckets would last for 4 to 8 runs. The cam would last for about 20 runs. So we would send it back to Kip, and he would reduce the base circle from 1 inch down to about 980, and then he would get me some more buckets, and we'd race again. And then in about 8 runs, the buckets would be worn right here so bad, and it must have been catching on fire inside the engine, and we didn't know it. So he would turn this down. Finally, I got down to this is a 975 base circle. 22 years ago, y'all. And it didn't take but a minute for me to really get dumb and do a 720 lift. Think about a Z1 or a KZ or a GS 1100 or 1150, 2-valve, 720 lifts. So this is the original billet, and then he welded all this up with stellite. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but if you look really close, you can see where he would take a wheel and trench this lobe out. Kip at Cam Motion trenched this lobe out and made a big trench, and then he welded stellite in here and ground it back. Can you see the fill? It's like a different material inside the lobe that's shaped like a U right here. But that was the only way we could get this to last for 20 runs. But guess what we did? We won, and we won, and we won, and we kept it a secret. I mean, it was the best kept secret. Some of my best guys that raced with us kept this a secret forever.